DC here. Hi guys. Okay, this is a weekly response to Spooky University's forum. What's the subject this week? Well, it's a subject that I would not have thought of making a response to: body modifications. Tattoos, piercings, and so on. Now, what do I think about that? Well, first thing I have to say is that a son of mine had two different piercings at one point. One actually was a very simple one, was a earring, and the other one was a piercing here, actually, on near his eyebrow. What did I think about it? I can't say it really mattered. I mean, I found it in one respect. I was wondering why he was bothering to do that. I mean, for the I didn't actually, it was at least the way I saw it, I didn't see it brought very much to his looks. But I mean, you know, I mean it's his thing, and it's in a way it's also his body, I suppose. But I mean, in that respect, I went with him when he had one piercing at one point, and in the meantime, actually, he's taken him away. He had an infection, and he stopped that. I can't say that I think very much of piercings in certain parts of the body, because I think it can create actually health problems. But you know, I mean, it's to each his own, and it's your own responsibility. Tattoos. Well, you know, again, it's one of these things. I never actually thought about having a tattoo. I mean, when I was a kid, actually, we had a lot of guys. It was only men at the time that had tattoos, or very, very, very rarely women. And a lot of times it was tattoos they'd had done in the war, and they were kind of worn out, so it didn't actually look that fancy. Now, today, if you look at somebody who's got a really nice tattoo, and at times the ladies, you know, on the bottom of their back and so on, and it's actually, it can be quite nice. I'm just wondering what it's going to look like in 20 years. And I mean, even though one says that you can get rid of it, I know that it's very expensive and painful. So, I mean, I guess again, it's just each one of its own thing, you know. But I gotta admit, it's really not my thing. But we're talking about body modification. Now, how many people have had body modifications? I mean, we're talking about plastic surgery. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people have had different plastic surgeries. I mean, the most popular one, of course, could be breast enlargement, or, you know, liposuction, remove extra fat, and so on. So, I mean, these are body modifications, even though they're supposedly hidden. And what is the main body modification? Aging. I mean, I was thinking about that actually on the train today, and I was thinking about, if I look at where I probably had my main body modification, was simply the aging process. And isn't that a way? I was thinking, in a way, if it be surgical operations, or at a certain point, I mean, I don't know, tattoos or piercings or what, it's to change the way you look. Now, I know, I mean, this can be touchy, and Claire said that we can talk about tattoos and what we think about them and all that. Is that? But I'm just wondering, and actually she could answer on that if she makes a video response, is that does one do that for the aesthetics, or to change one's body, or does one make a tattoo because one's not happy with one's body? I don't know. Actually, I'm just bringing this question up. Let me show you something. Okay, look at this beautiful young man. Okay, now this was a picture taken in, let me see now, 1977. No, wrong, 1980. 1980, when I graduated from university. I didn't shoot a picture with the cap on. That's another one. Now, if you notice something, I mean, I had a mustache. I had a lot more hair, and actually, I had eyebrows. Now, don't ask me what's going on, but in this respect, I mean, aging, I mean, you saw it, there's a definite body modification there. Some people say you look better as you age. I don't think this is automatically the case for myself, but your body matures in the sense of probably a good wine, is that it's taking on a lot of oxygen, and maybe it tastes better. I mean, maybe you have better taste. I should turn it the other way around, otherwise you're going to get into a lot of word spiels here. But I think the fact is that by aging and the fact that your body is modifying, it can also be that your character is modifying. And now I'm coming back full circle. Is body modification, be it tattoos, piercing, a way to express yourself, and at points to show that you are a person who dares, and actually even if at one point might even strengthen your character? I've been wondering about that, because in the sense is that why do we do this? There's got to be a reason. I don't think it's only aesthetics. I think it has to do with expressing yourself. And in a way, a lot of people are not so verbal as us YouTubers, and tend to express themselves by mimics, by their body. And that's probably, at least in my opinion, the main reason why people do these body modifications. Now I'm talking specifically about tattoos and piercing. I could be way off the track. Guys, correct me if that's the case. I mean, that's the whole thing about this forum. I mean, if VC is fabulating again as usual, I know that you'll correct me. Now, back to the aging process. I think that if you're happy with yourself, with your person, my goodness, your aging is part of life. And I don't actually see that as a negative thing. I'm looking actually forward, for example, to retirement. I'm looking forward to have time to do things like this, not be stressed actually in a way in the evening, coming home at 8 after work and then saying, well, look, I've got comments, I'd like to look at them, I'm not have time to look at all my subscriptions videos again, and be frustrated. I know that on the other hand, though, most of my retired friends say you get even less time. Okay, I'm getting really, really away from the subject. Body modification, let me summarize. I think, nevertheless, that if you do it, it's because you want to make a statement, you want to express yourself, and I don't automatically think, as I have heard, that it's because of a low estimate of oneself. It could be, but I think actually it's to say, look, I am here, I exist, and this is how I'm telling you. Guys, really, tell me what you think about that, and tell me if you think I'm wrong or right. And that's it for tonight. DC signing off. Take care, and gee, have a lot of fun. And oh, by the way, very, very quickly, it's not TGIF today, thank God it's Friday, but I'm taking a few days off. It's Carnival here in Europe. Might actually go for a few days to Berlin, and hope my camera holds out. Maybe I'll have a few pics. Have fun. Bye-bye.